Hi there, let's do a little review of PES 2011. Yes, it's finally here, or not finally here, but it's already here for some time, but I've put some time into the game, and at this point I think I can do a balanced review. Now, let's start with the graphics. I am a little disappointed, Konami, with the graphics, because they don't really look a step forward from PES 2010, personally. Still, the player likeness is great. You know, a lot of players you can distinguish by looking at them and really thinking, oh, that's that guy, and the faces look real but not very alive. Okay, another thing with the graphics is the fact that there's still this cardboard audience. Now I urge Konami to put some extra atmosphere, you know, in the game. You know, when you play the game. You know, I love the stylish menus of the game, but they should put some of that style into the actual gameplay on the pitch. You know, look at NBA 2K11. There's a lot of atmosphere in that game, a lot of different, you know, there's audience there, and they should put something like that into it. The commentary, I think, is not that good as well. I'm disappointed. There's a new analyst, but he doesn't analyze anything, in my opinion. A lot of lines are recycled, some new lines are added, but it's still not really worth listening to these two giving commentary on your game. But the actual gameplay is really good. The game engine seems to be built up from scratch. You really need to learn new stuff with PES 2011. You really need to relearn the controls, and you get a lot of freedom. You'll notice immediately that you can pass, you can adjust the speed of the pass, of the cross, and that's really hard to get, you know, to get the grips of that. It's you know, that really needs a lot of time of you to invest in the game to get that feeling that you can pass at a certain point, at a certain speed, at a certain strength. But it gives you a lot of freedom. So there's less automatic stuff in PES 2011. And it's really a good thing, because if you screw up, it's because you lack the skills of this game. So you need to invest more time in it. Now that can frustrate, I think, a lot of people, because this is a trial and error kind of game. So, but to me, that makes the game so much more rewarding, because if you invest the time into this game, you know, it really opens up. This is no casual game. Okay, looking at the game modes, there's a lot to do. Exhibition matches, online Master League, offline Master League, Champions League, South American Cup, training, I don't know, all that kind of stuff is really there, and I really love it. I do think, though, that the whole strategy stuff that's been put into the game can put people off, because it is, I think, somewhat complicated. You know, all the parameters you can adjust, and all these strategies on the board. But fortunately, there is a way to use easy settings. Okay. Now, talking about the Master League, I love the Master League, and I love doing transfers and all that. You know, building a team from scratch, buying, selling players, making your team better, and you know, that's really, for me, that's the meat of the game. But I think that it is stupid that you can't search for certain players like you could in previous releases on certain characteristics. Like you had the speedster, you had the defending rock or something. All these sort of characteristics of certain type of players you could search on the transfer market. And it's not really there anymore, so you can only do an advanced search for players. So that makes it somewhat harder to find the players, in my opinion, that I would like to have on my team. Now, another thing I think that the Master League is lacking again is that you can't play international matches. So it's just, I don't get this. I mean, you're playing the Master League and you just keep clicking forward, and you can't do anything then just move on to the next match. And during the season you'll see that there's time for international matches, but you can't play them. You can't become manager of an international team. You can't get offers of other clubs to become, because that would be awesome, you know, if you're working well at a certain team, and you as a manager will get offers as well. You know, that's real life. You know, they should put that into the Master League, but it's not there. Okay, now apart from the Master League, back to the gameplay. Is there stuff I didn't really like about the game? You know, well, we talked about the trial and error. I like that personally, but sometimes I feel that certain opportunities you as a player initiate by doing a through pass, or by doing a cross, or you know, anything. So it doesn't really seem like the opportunity arises on the pitch. I mean, your teammates aren't that bright at times. They're just, you know, they don't take that much advantage of open spaces. They don't seem to be moving to different directions that much. Now, you can influence that a bit with the strategies of the individuals, but I feel that should be a little more integrated. You know, I would like to see more dynamic in the routines of the players. I think that's what I mean. I love the fact that everything is still unpredictable as ever. You know, no goals are the same, but I don't like the goalkeeper who's scrambling a lot for the ball, who loses the ball a lot, and so a lot of goals come from the rebound. Now that's fine if you score, but it's not that nice if you get a stupid goal against you because your goalkeeper is just not, you know, he's just not keeping the ball for himself. Okay, so yeah, that's really some of the points in the game that I like. Stuff that I don't like. You know, people have been talking about the lack of licenses in the game. I don't really care that much about that, because there are a lot of people in the community that work on the option files. If you don't know what it is, that's something you can download from the internet, put on a USB stick and put it into your PS3 and install that, so that you have the latest kits, boots, and players on the teams, the real player, the real club names, and that's awesome, you know. So who cares about the lack of license? You could put them in yourself. So yeah, that's really what I would like to say about PES 2011. Last thing I would like to say is the fact that they have integrated now the trick system on the right analog stick. You know, it's back there. You know, it's not on the left stick that they had, I think, some previous installments. Now it's on back to the right stick, and you can pre-program them in a very easy way, and you can execute them very easily, and that's just a stroke of genius, in my opinion. And they actually work, these tricks. You know, if you're come to terms with how the game is played, and you start using these tricks as well, it just looks amazing. It's really a lot of fun to use. So I've been talking about this game for 10 minutes already, almost. So let me say I give this game, all in all, I think, a 9 minus, or let's just say somewhere between 8.5 and 9, but yeah, more of a 9 than 8.5, something like that. But it's a great game. You should, if you're into football, and it just depends on what kind of guy you are. But this is a very good game. Thanks for watching. Leave comments and let me know. Thanks.